Hello friends, welcome to our channel, and today we are going to talk about packaged food companies. Here we have picked two stock which have given recent breakout and in a bullish trend. Okay, so we are going to cover financial news update and chart analysis, where we'll be talking about support and target levels. So please stay tuned to this video until the end, because we are going through the information which is going to tell you about the strength of this packaged food stocks. Okay, so let's start with the 3rd January news, saying non-basmati rice is India's top export item under APEDA basket, which contributes 1/4 to the total. So over these years, India's agricultural processed food export have been growing at a steady pace in the last decades. Okay, now if we talk about Agricultural and Processed Food Product Export Development Authority, which is APEDA, the basket has rose to USD 20,674 million compared to the last year USD 17,321 million. Now, non-basmati rice has emerged as India's top export item among many agricultural processed food, and the top 3 product which APEDA export, these include non-basmati rice, basmati rice and buffalo meat. Okay, and these all three together product account around 58% of total shipment. And you know what, the stocks which we are going to cover, they are a major exporter of all these three products. So India's non-basmati rice export was valued at USD 4,799.91 million, with basmati rice export is close to second, which is USD 4,018.71 million, and buffalo meat export is USD 3,171.19 million. So the export is really huge. So who are our customer, who is importing all this product? So it includes Benin, Nepal, Bangladesh, Senegal and Togo, where the top importer of non-basmati rice from India. The major export destination for basmati rice in 2021 is where Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, Yemen, United Arab Emirates. And for buffalo meat export, the top importing nations were Hong Kong, Vietnam, Malaysia, Egypt and Indonesia. So almost worldwide we are providing all this packaged food and meat from India. So you can imagine how much production India must be doing, as well as the net sell profit margin which the companies are getting after the export. The profit margin must be really good, and the profit in the company must be seeing in quarterly basis, which will go through the financial years. Okay, now the chairman of APEDA, Dr. M. Angamuthu, he said, we continue to focus on creating infrastructure for boosting export by focusing on clustering collaboration with state government while taking into consideration aim of agricultural export policies. So now what they are going to do, APEDA is going to sync with government, and they are going to consider all those state government, where it includes Maharashtra, UP, Kerala, Nagaland, Tamil Nadu, Assam, Punjab, Karnataka, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Manipur, Sikkim, Uttarakhand, MP, Mizoram and Meghalaya. They have finalized the state specific action plan for export, while the action plan of other states are different stages of finalization. So you can imagine India's different state doing production of rice, as well as they are doing export of meat. They are planning how to export. They are focusing how to improve the export of rice, as well as how they are going to help the farmers in the manufacture of rice also. Now, according to World Trade Organization, what they are saying, India's agricultural export touched USD 37,371 million in 2019 against USD 23,106 million 2010. So the export is increasing if you look at the decade numbers, and the recorded compounding annual growth rate is also 5.49% compared to the last decade 3.11%, and India share in world's agriculture export is 2.1%. So it was earlier 1.71, but now it has increased to 2.1%, and India's rank in worldwide agricultural exports slipped to 16. So earlier it was 17 and now we are at 16. So many things are happening over here, and all these things are giving only one thing, even giving one indication that the whatever the business we have in India, overall all the states, and the export worldwide is really huge. It's humongous and it's increasing only. The countries which we are exporting all this basmati rice, non-basmati rice and meat, the packaged food, it's a it's really growing, and APEDA is also helping. So what are the plans of APEDA? What they are saying, APEDA also have taken initiative to promote geographical indication registered agricultural and processed food product in India by organizing virtual buyer seller meets on agricultural and food product with major importing countries across the world. And along with that, APEDA have recognized 220 labs across India to provide service of testing to wide range of product exporters. Not just that, the export testing and residue monitoring plants, they do have this in recognized laboratory, and they are strengthening and upgrading all these laboratories. Okay, along with that, this organization organizes participation of exporters in international trade fair, which provide a platform to the exporters to to market their food product in the global marketplace. So they are providing them a platform where all the exporter can come over here and they can export all their product to the worldwide. And they are organizing national event like Ahar Organic World Congress, Biofec India, to promote agri export. So there are so many things, so many plans are there. APEDA is really working hard over here, so we can increase our export of packaged food to the outside world. So let's look at the another news saying on 5th of January, agri trade is booming this fiscal, but April-October basmati export fell 23% since last year. Okay, so what they are saying, they are blaming, they are just putting all the blame, saying top industry leader says high freight charges and issues over maximum residue level in pesticides are to blame. Okay, so but all these things, whatever have happened, the plan by Union Minister of State of Commerce and Industry Anupriya Patel, what she said is like India's agri export will reach target of $43 billion in 2021 to 2022, and this figure is likely to be achieved despite challenges like the pandemics and farmers protests. So whatever this is happening, they have they have included this pandemic and farmers protest, and along though these things are there, but they are still very very prompt that they are going to achieve this $43 billion in 2021 to 2022 export of agricultural. Okay, now let's have a look at the stock. So first one is a KRBL. This PE ratio is 10.74, and today it has given a breakout with and has given a closing of 263.60, 8.60 points up. Okay, now if you look at the financials, so financial from 2018 till 2021, the total revenue from 3,263.50 has increased to 4,014.56. EBITDA also have increased from 791.74 to 844.90 crore. Net income also increased from 434.44 crore to 558.91 crore. So the things are improving over here. The revenue, EBITDA, and net income is also increasing. And the entry point, what they are saying, like it's a good time to consider as stock is not in overbought zone. Okay. If you look at the shareholding pattern, 59.46% are with promoter, 2.72 with FII, and retail investor are holding 37.81%. Now, if you look at the CARE rating, so CARE rating removes credit watch with negative implication of KRBL, and the stock ends on 6% higher. This was on dated 23 September. So what they are saying they have removed this credit watch and negative implication and assigned CARE A1+ rating for the commercial paper limits of KRBL Limited, and their recommendation is, we would like to reiterate that KRBL remains committed to maintaining the highest standards of probity and professional excellence and assure its investor or shareholders of total and unflinching commitment. The company continues to have a robust business model and adequate internal accruals to drive growth objectives. So they have a trust on the KRBL company, and they are looking forward because the KRBL have a bright future, and the upcoming result also they are expecting it's supposed to be good. Okay. Now let's have a look at the chart, what chart is saying. So we have drawn this resistance trend line over here. Okay, so it went up and it made a high of around 325, and after that the stock was continuously in falling. But if you look at the downside there is a support, and which has been tested multiple times. So 1, 2 and this is 3. So 3 times this support has been tested, and the support is 240. Okay, so with this support of 240, in recent 2 to 3 days this has given a major breakout. If you see, look, this is the first green candle, second green candle and third green candles. So we are seeing the strength in this chart, and the volumes are also increasing over here. So what does it saying? So this resistance is broken. So what will happen next? Whenever any resistance is broken, it might come back to retest the breakout, which might come back between 252 range to 240, because this is the support zone now. So if in case you are already holding this stock, I would suggest like keep holding it, because this is at a support level and there are chances it will go further up. But if you have not invested and you are looking for entry anywhere between 240 to 250, this range is a good range for buying. Okay, so it might come down a little bit, because after 3 days of continuous rally it might come back or it may not come back. But in case if it comes back, it's a good opportunity to grab this stock, and the immediate target would be 280, because you see there is a hurdle over here. So it can stuck over here, or it can come down because of the selling pressure or profit booking. It may happen, but if it sustain over here, it might take some time. If it sustain over here and again bounce back with a great volume, then the next target can be achieved, that is 300, because you see there is another hurdle of 300 over here. And if this also sustain, the third target we can see is target number 3, that is 325, because there is the third resistance over here. So this is not short term duration, this is from medium to long term, like for 1 year, 5 to 6 months to 1 year, we can expect around target of 325. So the next stock is a LT food, that is Daawat, and it's a small cap company with a market capital of 2486 crore. It has given a closing with 2.90 points upside at 80.65. Okay, now if we look at the PE ratio, that is also very low, that is 9.07, and this is not an overbought zone, so it has a major upside in coming year. So we can also buy this stock over here. Now let's look at the shareholding pattern. The shareholding pattern says like 56.81% with promoter, 1.38% with foreign institution, and 38.43% with retail investor. Now if there is another thing about Daawat, because we have already seen like non-basmati rice, basmati rice and meat, the export is already demand is higher, but along with that the brown rice market upcoming trend. Nowadays everyone is very curious about brown rice and they want to include in their day-to-day life, and that is the reason the brown rice market is blooming over here. So this is definitely going to help the companies who are producing the brown rice. Okay, so who is the brown rice maker? So one of the company is Daawat. Okay, so this is also going to help Daawat. So let's have a look at the chart. So this is weekly chart. So on weekly chart, this is the trend line, resistance trend lines. It has already given a breakout. Okay, it has already given a breakout over here, and the date was around 13th of December. So on 13th of December, it given a major breakout. It almost hit 85 over here, and then again it came back. So on weekly basis the chart looks very good. It has given a breakout, again it came back. Now if we look at the daily chart, so this is a daily chart, and on daily chart what do we see? It gave a breakout, and then so this is a resistance trend line. It broke that resistance trend line. It gave a high of 85 over here, and then it again came back and it retested the support level, and after that it went back and gave a high of 80, and then it's trending in between these lines. So we'll just have a look. I will just maximize that and we'll see how does it look. So this is a daily chart. Okay, so if we draw some lines over here, so this is a kind of resistance trend line, and from here if we draw a kind of line over here, this is a support trend line. So this is a resistance and this is a support trend line, and the stock is oscillating between these two lines. Okay, and now it has already broken the resistance trend line, made a strong green candle, and on the second day also, that's today, it has made another green candle. So what is showing? It's saying it has given a major breakout. There is a volumes are also very high, volumes are also increasing over here. So this is symmetrical triangle breakout. What can happen over here? It may come down around the level of 75. Okay, and if it comes down over, it would be it would be a good opportunity to buy this stock, but it's already has gone from 64 to 75 level. So you'll have to be very cautious. If you have already invested in this stock, then you can hold this stock. But if you want to make another entry, then you will have to be very cautious, because the support is around 64. So there is a support of 64. If you see, there is another support which is around 74. So if you are an aggressive trader, you can buy this around 74 level, and you can look forward for again 85 to 90 target. So it has this trend that it can go further up, and it can show again 85 and 90 target. So I hope you like this video, and if you like it, please like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video. Thank you so much.